Back to my channel. This is chapter 26, my first two loves, behind bars. And now I think dad will come for the rescue. Let's see it. Behind bars. Just a few hours ago, I was worried about dad's reaction to Mac and me sneaking out. And now we are here in jail. After taking our statements, an officer led us to holding cell and locked us in. We'll check in with you after reviewing the surveillance footage. Sit tight. He left us alone and I leaned back against the wall, trying to control my breathing. They're definitely gonna see we didn't do anything, right? Makanji, I can't believe you get us into this mess. It will be okay. We are innocent. The evidence will show that we weren't involved in the car. We are lucky there was surveillance cameras. It could have been a lot of burrs. I guess. She sighed, then curled up on the cot, looking forlorn. I just can't believe you just ditched us. I thought he was my friend. I'm sorry, Mac. It hurts when someone you trust lets you down. As I said it, I couldn't help but remember the hurt in Ava's eyes at the party after I had kissed Mason, and the look on her face when Mason said he left her for me. Guilt twisted in my stomach. I was just as bad as Elijah. I guess you were right about Elijah. It's not like I wanted to be right. I stroked her hair and she moved her head into my lap. I could tell she was trying not to cry. But look at it this way, at least now you know what you don't want in future friendships. And you discover your passion for art along the way. That's probably a good idea. As the minutes passed, I anxiously peeked through the cell's bar. I could see the officer talking on the phone. Following up on Harris' kid. Actually, he skipped parole. Did he just say Harris? Why, you know him. Might be tied to some petty misdemeanors. There's some overlap with his record. There was a long pause, and then the officer let out a long sigh. Yeah, I agree. I'll try to get in touch with his family. Is he talking about? No. Phew, glad I'm not the only one hanging out with criminals. Mark, that's not funny. Fine, sorry, but he does have a record, right? Well, I know he's a good person. He may have had a rough past and he's caring and unkind deep down. And if he crossed a line, I am sure he had his reasons. So, what is it that he actually did? I don't know. I haven't gotten the full story. It's a touchy subject. I don't want to push him if he's not ready. Okay, just don't go getting hurt. Hey, I thought I was the one looking out for you. Just trying to pass along the wisdom of my pacifist youth. We both laughed, but I wondered if the officer really was talking about now. How well did I know him? Soon the officer finished the call and returned to us. You two, come on out. No charges are being filed against you. Thank God. I'll call your father to let him know he can pick you up. Oh crap. We can deny him, right? We sat side by side at the officer's table, a desk, exchanging worried glances as he spoke on the phone. Yes, sir, they are both here. I said, tomorrow is. He hung up the phone, turning back to us. If you have got nowhere else to go, you have to spend the night here. But we didn't do anything. He can't leave us here. Legally, he can. He said this should give you the chance to reflect on your actions. I mean, we have school tomorrow. I, for one, would rather not show up looking like I spent the night in prison. Is there anything else you can call to pick you up? In desperation, so is the option I could call. Mason? No. Wait, I will call if I will call Mass. No. We went home early. In that case, I'll lead you back to your cell for the night. Oh God. Mac and I both sank down on the cot as the officer left. It was crunchy, like it was filled with wrapping paper. Hopefully, we'll at least have time to go home and change tomorrow morning. Hopefully, I don't like the sound of that. We live, Mac. We just have to get through this one night. I don't know if either of us slept that night, but the officer let us out bright and early the next morning as promised. Okay. We were silent all the way home as he packed the car. He finally spoke. When I get back from work tonight, we are having a long talk. Got it. I dreaded facing him again. But when I arrived at school, I realized that was the only one of my new problems. It felt like everyone's eyes were on me as I walked through the halls. People whispered behind their hands. Went to jail. Who knows what she was doing? Somehow the news had gotten out already. How were people going to treat me now that I had been arrested? Well, this was it for chapter 26, and I hope I'll get you soon to the chapter 27. Bye.